some point in my life, I didn't feel at peace. Now that I have it, I want to keep it forever, but for that I need to work on it. Protecting your peace, it's very, very important, but people can take away like this. You can build this for months and years, and one person can take it away in 1 second. Hello guys, hello! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Miriam and I'm your friend. Welcome to Healthy Habits. I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you for being here. Today we're gonna talk about how to find peace. One of my favorite topics per usual, as you know, about peace and how to find it now. Whether it's me or other people, I'm sure you hear a lot to practice peace, to find peace, and everything that is related to peace. But yes, it's something that it needs to be practiced every single day. But now, today, actually, I'm going to tell you how to master that practicing peace. I don't believe in how to find your peace because it's something that you practice. It's not something that you find. But it will for sure help you to practice and find. But in this video, I might say find just because it makes more sense. But you will know what I mean when I say that. So, first of all, why it's important to have more peace and to become more peaceful? It's because if you are not peaceful with yourself, you will never be peaceful with others. It all starts with you. And it is important because peace is part of your health. It's part of your mental health, more specifically. It's all related to your thoughts, your emotions. That's where peace comes from, your state if we talk about general. But it's very, very important to, whether in your personal life, your professional life, to feel more peaceful. But for that, like anything else, we need to put some work on. So let's dive in. Number one, I have my notes so I don't forget per usual anything. So number one, accepting what you can't control and focusing on what you can. I know it's hard to accept what you can't control, but it is essential. It's like if some situation happened in your life and you didn't have control, especially from your past, we gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. Is it easy? No. But with time, if you practice enough, it will become more easier to be like, okay, this situation happened. I didn't like it, yes, but I didn't have control. So I'm not gonna sabotage myself, or I'm not gonna beat myself up just because that situation happened. And more specifically, that I didn't have even a control. So the outcome wouldn't change because I didn't have control. And by focusing on what you can control, it helps you to be more peaceful and have that feeling more often, meaning that understanding that, okay, this situation I didn't have control, but this area I can have control, so similar situation doesn't happen again. It helps you with your peace of mind to have more peace and to just feel peaceful in general. Number two, shift your attention to the present moment. You will feel more peace if you're fully present. And I have a video about how to be in a present moment. I'm going to link it below. But it's one of the hardest things to do, being in a present moment, because usually our mind goes back to the past or to the future. And it's very, very hard to be in the middle. But once you're conscious about that our mind usually goes one way or the other, you manually switch your thoughts about, okay, what about now? What's going on right now? What I should work on, what I can do best, what's going on actually, what it's amazing right now in my life. When you switch, but you gotta do it manually, guys. It's not gonna be automatic thing. Manually being present. You can also have triggers. I've learned this from Ed Milet, like snapping your fingers to feel in a present moment. I usually do this when I see something like a sunset, sunrise. When I was traveling, I was doing like that, so I don't think about like all my, work related stuff or personal stuff back home. I am fully enjoying the present moment, and it's very, very powerful to do that, but you gotta trigger yourself. If not, again, your mind will go either past moments or future, will think about future. It can be, well, for me it's napping because I've learned that from Ed Mallet, but for you it can be other things. But it's important to have triggers, so it helps you to actually manually do those, manually to put your thoughts into the present moment. Number 3, let go of the need to please every single one. Because when you want to please others, it's like you're disturbing your peace and your mental health just because you want to please others. I mean, it's human. We will always want to please others. We will always care about other people's opinion. But again, it's a manual thing. We need to turn it down as much as we can. But it's impossible, it's impossible to not care at all. Because even if you think that you don't care, I strongly believe that whether unconsciously or subconsciously, you will care. So, always, I will care the opinion and about, coming from my closed ones, but I'll do my best to understand why they're telling me their decision or opinions and understanding if it aligns with my own. Because your own values, that's what it counts the most. Your own values, your own opinion. Now, can other people make your opinion better or make you realize other things? Yes. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. It's your own decisions, whether you're going to accept their decisions and or opinions or not. It's up to you. Nobody can force you to make a decision or to force you to change your opinion. Nobody. They can, again, make you feel, they can have an influence, yes, but not to the point where 100% influence. You know what I mean? Be aware of that. But again, it's unrealistic to tell, 100% I don't want to care about other people's opinions or to please other people. It's not realistic. 4, daily habits. Having daily habits will help you to feel more peaceful, such as eating habits, working out, practicing gratitude. All those things can help. Meditation, breathing works, whatever works for you. Something in my eye. But it's very, very important to have daily habits. I'm not telling you to have all that I mentioned right away, daily. No, step by step. Being mindful of whatever you put in your body can have a huge impact on how you feel. If you put the garbage inside and then you're surprised why I'm not feeling peaceful, well, it's not normal. Because if you take care of what you put inside of you, it will feed your thoughts. Me, I see food as food for me, yes, but most importantly for my thoughts, for my emotions. It's all related. That's why I'm very, very strict on whatever I put my body, and I don't let myself to have very, very cheat days, meaning where I'm gonna eat ice cream, pizza, whatever. Now, if you do that time to time, I'm not here to judge you, or you do it often that you would wish. I'm not here to judge you. I'm just sharing my experience and my thoughts on it. Because it all starts with a little ice cream. It all starts with having one slice of pizza. And the next thing you know, you're allowing yourself to indulge all this food that you don't need. Especially when we work out, we think that, we can indulge so many calories or we can indulge so many healthy foods. Even if they're healthy, they're still calories. And if we are in surplus, it will still have an impact on us. Especially when us girls, we train glutes and we see on social media, they train glutes, they indulge so many calories, I need to do the same. It's one of the hardest muscle. Now, I'm not a personal trainer nor a nutritionist, but it's one of the hardest muscle to grow. Do you know how much food you need to indulge so you will have your dream glutes? Once you realize that, you couldn't care less. Of course, it's important to care how we look, to take care of us, but for you to be the main goal to indulge so many food so you can grow, your glutes, it's unhealthy for me. At this point, it is unhealthy for me, and now I couldn't care less. I'm just know that, okay, I moved this much, so I can consume this much. And I don't count my calories because, again, for peace of mind, I don't think it's healthy. But I'm aware of how much energy I spend. I'm trying to recuperate the same. That's it. Not more, not less. The same. Almost the same. So, just be mindful, working out again, like, I think it tells itself. We all know by now that very, very important. It's related to mental health. It increases your dopamine when you work out, which is related to happiness, right? Directly, and also gratitude also is linked to happiness. So that's why, and peace of mind, of course, because when you're grateful that you're alive, that you're breathing right now, you feel peace of mind. You feel peace inside of you because you're like, okay, actually, me breathing right now, that's all I need. My family is healthy. That's all I need to feel peace. I don't know what I would do without all of these steps, but especially the habits that I've built, and it took me so long to build and so hard to keep with it as well. But I don't know what I would do without those habits, without experiencing what gratitude is, without eating healthy. Yes, as hard as I am on myself, I'm still grateful for that, because whatever we put in our body, on our body, how we move, how we think, it's all important. And I wouldn't take this path differently. So I'm very, very happy. But I have one last point for you. Forgiveness. Also, it's related to having more peace, because, and by forgiveness, I mean for yourself and for others. Well, let's start for yourself. I know that we all wish that we did things differently in some journeys or in some areas of your life, on our lives. I know. All of us, we have things that, oh, I wish I've done this differently, or I wish I didn't do this, or I wish I've done that, right? Mostly we regret things that we didn't do. But either way, forgive yourself. And I'm telling this to myself as well. We should forgive ourselves, because first, we can't change the past, but we can make it better, our present and future. And by forgiving yourself, it's like you're allowing yourself to give that new chance to yourself. Is it easy to forgive yourself? No. Especially most of us, we are very, very, very hard on ourselves, and it's like, oh my God, it's hard to forgive myself for, I don't know, having that relationship that didn't go well, or that friendship, or that career path that I shouldn't take, or I did take, whatever it is for you, that financial decision, health decision, whatever it is. It's hard to forgive ourselves, but guess what? We can always make it better. That's why it's important to forgive, to realize the things that, oh, I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do that, but at the same time to be like, you know what? But after all, I still forgive myself. Once you forgive yourself, it will be a little bit easier to forgive others. Is it easy? No. Especially when they've hurt you, when they disrespected you, when they've done things that they shouldn't do. It's like, it's their actions. It's their, how do you say khirch? Their, I'm even searching the word in French and I can't find it. I only know in Armenian. Khirch. I can't find it, but if I find it, I'm going to put it below. But it's on them. If they've done you wrong, it's on them. All we have is to forgive them. Doesn't mean to accept them back or bring them back into your life. No, doesn't mean that. It's just the forgiveness, you're doing it for you to feel more peaceful. Because if you hold this grudge and you feel this I don't know, this anger and fear and sadness inside of you, it's only doing worse for you, not for them. They couldn't care less, probably. But for you, it's unhealthy. So one thing that we can do is to forgive them, even if it's hard, even if it's heartbreaking. Just forgive them, but don't forget, right? But it's important to forgive for your own peace of mind. Before I do a little recap, peace is something that you work on it. So you can keep it. It's not one day you work on it and then it's not like one day you do those steps and then after that, you don't do and you will have peace and you will feel more peaceful. No, that's why I always mention it's something that you practice as much as you can. It's not something that you find. And that's a healthy habit to practice peace. And that's why we're talking about it here. You don't know the power of it until you practice. Going for my walks, running, being just alone brings me peace. Now, I'm not telling you that I don't enjoy companies of other people. No, I'm not telling you that. It's just, it recharges my batteries, especially that I am introverted by nature. Why I mention by nature, it's because I can be extroverted if I need to or if it requires. Or if I want to, I can be, but naturally I'm more introverted. So that's how it recharges me. And I think number one thing besides all of the steps is how to know yourself, which I'll link the video below. I have one. Knowing yourself. For me, it might be my walks and working out and going for my run. For you, it might be completely other steps. Which walking, it's on the step 4, which was daily habits. But it's very, very important to have 1 or 2 daily habits that you can practice every single day so it can bring you peace. Of course, I'm doing at the same time a recap. Of course, accepting what you can't control, shifting your attention to the present moment by having triggers such as snapping your fingers, let go of the need to please everyone, and also the forgiveness for yourself and others. Of course, those things will help you. But in the end of the day, you need to practice it daily. You need to try to keep it at all costs. And also people around you also can take out of your peace. So that's the most important thing, and it should be number 5. But I'm not telling you now. Surround yourself with people that add to your peace, not take it away. Because even if you do all these steps and your environment is toxic, you will never feel peaceful. So once I started to work on my environment and just really choose carefully who I should let in my life, everything else changed. Now it's easier for me to practice peace because I don't have that toxic someone daily that will disturb my peace. People should add to your peace and you should add theirs. Once you feel that they're taking it daily out of you, that peace of mind, ask yourself, are they like the best people to hang around? Now, I know that if they're family members, it's harder said than done, but if it's the people that you literally willingly choose, ask yourself if you did the right choices. Protecting your peace, it's very, very important, but people can take away like this. You can build this for months and years, and one person can take it away in 1 second. That's why it's important to, yes, have peace, but also protect it at all costs. At all cost. Now I don't care what it costs me to protect my peace. I will protect my peace at all costs. Does it mean that I need to work less? Okay. I need to see less that person? Okay. I need to work out even harder? Okay. I'll do that. Whatever it takes. Why? It's because I don't want to not have it. At some point in my life, I didn't feel at peace. Now that I have it, I want to keep it forever, but for that I need to work on it. Don't wait until life hits you hard to the point where you lose it all so you can start rebuilding from scratch, because it's very, very hard to rebuild from scratch. Don't wait for that to feel chaos so you can start to think about peace. Unfortunately, most people, that's how they learn. But if you're fortunate enough to see these kind of videos, to hear these kind of videos, not just mine, but other people's, and they talk about peace, how important it is, maybe it's because it is important. And you should start working on it even more. I wish that every single day of your life is peaceful. If you work hard on it. But it can be perfect every single day. But it can be better than it was yesterday. Don't forget that. Anyway, guys, I hope this little video was helpful for you and that you will put those steps into the action, because if you don't put, nothing will change. Thank you guys so much for watching. Before I go, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also ring the bell so you don't miss any healthy habits. We are having a video once a week. Come back for that. I will love to have you back. And also, per usual, before I go, don't forget, don't give up for just one more day. Thank you guys, and I'll see you soon.